في ندوة نظمها معهد ودرو وليسلون للدراسات في الولايات المتحدة، أكدت مساعدة وزير الخارجية لشؤون الشرق الأدنى بربارة أن لا حل للبنان للخروج من أزمته إلا عبر برنامج مع صندوق النقد الدولي.
Lebanon's best prospect for getting out of the spiraling economic crisis is through an IMF loan and restoring international confidence by enacting long overdue reforms to access the $3 billion that's on the table now. Parliament and the government are making creeping progress on the requirements. Some of the critical measures required: bank sector reform and setting the country on a path towards debt sustainability.
ليف أكدت أن الأمور ليست ببساطة من يراهن على انهيار لبنان ليشكل ذلك فرصة للتخلص من حزب الله.
I'm mindful of the narrative in some parts of this town and elsewhere that letting Lebanon collapse may somehow enable it to rebuild from the ashes, free of the plague that Hezbollah has represented for so many years. If only it were so simple, but it's not. Lebanon's people and its neighbors, Jordan, Israel, the Syrian people, would bear the brunt of state collapse. So our efforts are aimed precisely at averting that scenario, while putting pressure on those whose job it is to govern the country.
وردا على سؤال من السفير السابق للولايات المتحدة في لبنان ديفيد هيل عن السيناريوهات التي يمكن توقعها في لبنان، أكدت ليف أنه يمكن تخيل نواب يحزمون حقائبهم ويغادرون البلاد.
Maybe you could elaborate a bit on scenarios that you see in the months ahead.
I can see scenarios where there is disintegration. That's the worst. I mean, you can think of a lot of catastrophic scenarios, and I somehow imagine a lot of these same parliamentarians packing their bags and going off to places in Europe or elsewhere where they have property. That's sort of the darkest end of the spectrum. But it is not really the work of foreign diplomats to get on the parliamentary floor and get them to make the deal that will unlock the presidency. I frankly think things will have to get worse before the public pressure mounts in such a way that they feel that. We are putting pressure directly on political leaders to do their work, but there's nothing like the pressure of the public, and sooner or later that will boil up again, and it's the worst sort of pressure that politicians can face.
وقالت لي في الندوة أن الرهان على الغاز في البحر لتجنب أي اتفاق مع الصندوق وأي إصلاحات هو رهان خاطئ.